Welcome back to Real Pain. This is a real pain, and today
the intro is
we're
a real
reviewing
pain.
Bottoms. Let's get into it.
All right. Well, I have to say right out of the gate, I think this is the first movie on the pod
Yes.
that we have reviewed that I just was generally not aware of even existing
Okay.
until you
Yeah,
suggested
you had
it.
mentioned you had talked to some other people, and they were like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, their guesses of what it was about.
Yeah,
With the name being Bottoms?
Yep.
This is a family friendly pod. I can't tell you.
But you
But-
can make assumptions.
But their guesses were wrong.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yep.
That makes sense.
So how did you initially hear about this movie? Because I watched it on Netflix. I just assumed that it was a Netflix movie. It kind of had that style,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
I
Like,
can see it a little bit.
well, just because, like, I mean, maybe it's because Stranger Things is so popular, and that was kind of like 80s, like just the titles of the movie. It kind of had this retro
Yeah.
kind of.
It's definitely way more like early 2000s retro stuff for sure.
Yeah, and like even with like the soundtrack, which I know we'll get into later.
Oh, yeah.
It kind of had that retro-ish vibe.
Yeah. So I had saw a trailer for it before it came out, and then we actually watched it in theaters, which is why I'm kind of like, you think this was a Netflix movie?
Yeah.
Because I had such a different experience because, watched it when it came out in theaters. I think that helps so much with comedy movies too, is just having other people with you there watching it.
For sure.
That definitely helps.
Yeah, I went with some friends to see the new Naked Gun remake when that came out, and that was like the first theater experience that wasn't like a kids movie that I didn't take my kids to see. So that was really funny. And then I'm like, I got to watch this again. And I watched it at home, and that's not Emily's style of comedy.
Oh, sure.
So I'm like, it's still good and I loved it, but it's just the theater experience.
It helps.
It really helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, like, I don't know if people know this, but we're Midwest based.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we go to see a movie, chances are, if it's not like opening night, theater's going to be pretty empty.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep.
So it's a little tough.
Yeah.
A little tough for us. Well, if you like and subscribe,
Maybe we can boost up Iowa. a little
maybe
bit.
we can
boost the economy.
boost the economy. We're really stretching for like and subs.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So why don't you, and I should clarify just before you get into the premise of the movie, if you're in my family and you're older than me, you will hate this movie.
Yes, this movie was definitely made for a specific generation, for
sure.
But I think most anybody can enjoy it. I think that's what I most like about this movie is like no joke is really off the table
Agreed.
on like any side,
Yeah.
which is what I really appreciate.
Yeah, for sure. Well, why don't you hit us with the premise?
Yeah, so if you have not seen it and you're like, I don't really want to watch it, but I still want to watch the episode, basically, whole premise is two main characters, PJ and Josie. They have crushes and they, want to get with somebody before they go into college because college kids are super old. They're like, we need to do this now while we're in high school. So they come up with a super elaborate plot. They make a fake fight club, invite the girls to that. But the real thing that's going on in the high school is the football game. Everybody else cares about the football players. And the football players, they don't like that they're taking attention away from their big game, the big game that's like 20 years in the making versus their biggest rival ever. So that's like where the main conflict comes in and just kind of goes from there.
Yep. Perfectly nails it. So what was really interesting about this movie, especially for Emily and I watched it together. So you suggested this coming off of our 10 Things I Hate About You episode.
Yes.
Which collectively is the highest scored movie that we have done so far.
Yeah. That's pretty wild.
It's just shocking, but I mean, it kind of makes sense because like, I mean, just even hitting two of my picks, which were the Terminator and Lethal Weapon.
Yes.
Having watched those, I realized that the things that I was remembering and thinking were great are in the sequels.
Yeah.
So
that's what my dad said. He sent in a review. He's like, John keeps picking movies where like the sequel is way better than the first one.
Shout out. Thanks for the sub.
Yeah. Shout out Chief.
Yeah. So, so that being said, you suggested this movie and I knew nothing about it. So you told me, don't watch a trailer, don't read anything. So I did that to the best of my ability. And it took me 15 minutes ish to realize that it's satire.
Yes.
Essentially. Yep. And that they're exaggerating the whole high school scene. One of the things that was a dead giveaway is they have one of the first classroom scenes. Marshawn Lynch is the teacher, which is amazing. Brilliant casting on that. The football players come to class in their uniform, and then there's like a freak football player that's like in a cage in the background.
Yeah, the wrestler.
And then they're in class for like 4 minutes, and then the bell rings, and then like even somebody in the scene makes a comment of like, "Is class already over?" Yeah. And so that was the moment where I'm like, okay, this is like making fun of that.
And I think, you know, it's very over the top. And as the movie goes on, it keeps getting even more and more extreme. And I think having a blind reaction and not knowing that, you have a better time. You're like, oh, I can't believe they just did that.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
I think in retrospect, I don't think I should have pitched it to Emily as a coming of age movie.
Yeah.
I was my bad on that part.
Emily was like, I don't know, but also it could be that just for not like, it was just not our generation. Obviously, like this movie, if I'm going to compare it to 10 Things I Hate About You, 10 Things I Hate About You, you know, right out of the gate that it's embellished. Because of the guidance counselor writing erotica, basically.
Yep.
So this movie just takes it to like 10x.
Yep.
So I could see where she's coming from. And also like, we are going to get into some spoilers. So this is your official spoiler warning. There is some like killing later.
Yeah.
And that was like, if you're not in the mindset of what kind of movie you're watching, that could be shocking.
For sure.
So
well, should we get into initial ratings?
Yeah, why don't you, this was your pick, so why don't you go first?
I'll go first.
And while Matthew's writing down his number with a dry erase marker on a sheet of paper, because we can't afford a Sharpie, like and subscribe. And that's the best way to support the pod. Let's see if we can bump them numbers up. But yeah.
There you go, good sir.
Thank you.
And while John is writing his number down, just want to remind everybody to follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. We post the funniest clips on there. So if you just want to see the funny stuff, it's on there.
Great pitch.
Yes, I'm pitching so hard.
I'm going to rate your pitch as a 10 out of 10.
That's all that matters, honestly.
All right, you're closing your eyes. Here's my rating.
Yep.
Here's my rating.
John's rating is an 8.
Okay. All right, go for it.
And here is mine.
Matthew's rating is an 8.5.
Okay. Boom. Locked in.
Okay. All right. So since it was your movie pick,
yes,
I think I'm going to try to guess your favorite scene.
Please flip that over.
Guys, I'm the worst with this. This is the worst rating system ever.
We got...
We need a new system, guys.
We need a new system because I'm not smart enough to do this well. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, okay, great. Well,
it's all right.
Trying to make my score higher than an 8.
Off the rails. Let's go.
Off the rails. Okay. Here's my new pitch, though.
Yeah.
Let us know if this is a good idea. I want to know what the viewers think of how our rating system is. Is this a good style? Also, I think maybe what we should do is just give our initial scores to Tabby ahead of time.
Ooh,
Oh, for real?
not a
Yeah.
bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Also, can you let us? Do you like us? Are we cool? Can you just let us know that too?
We need some self-assurance from the internet. I wrap my entire identity in this podcast.
Yes.
So. I am going to go ahead and say, so PJ and Josie are the main characters of this film. They start the club, like you said, to crush on their crushes, basically.
Yep.
And one of the side characters, Hazel, who actually is my favorite character.
Yeah, she's probably the best.
Slightly unhinged in a good way.
Close competition with Marshawn for sure.
Yes.
But definitely top two.
Yep, top two for sure. Hazel at one point, so they start this fight club.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing is like, it's basically like this feminist group versus the high school football team, which I really enjoyed that contrast.
For sure.
At one point, the group goes to TP the quarterback's house.
Mm-hmm.
So just that whole scene, I think, is your favorite part because like them trying to TP the house and it's not working.
Yep.
But then just the icing on the cake is Hazel plants a bomb under the car. She's been saying it the whole time that she was going to bomb something.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thinks she's joking. And she goes under the car and she's like, 15 minutes should do it. And then it's 15 seconds and then it's just chaos. I think that was your favorite part.
Hazel's is part of my favorite scene. Part of the reason they're TPing the house is because earlier in the movie, Hazel comes home and finds out that the main football quarterback, Jeff, is having an affair with her own mom.
Yep.
So she's like freaking out about it. So my favorite scene is right after that. The group is doing a car wash, and I can't remember quite why for some reason.
Honestly, I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
And then they do a callback to it later, and I'm like, I don't remember why they're doing this.
But anyways, so PJ and Josie are in line, and Hazel's right behind them, and she's like moaning and groaning. She's just like absolutely disgusted. And the two main characters are like, what is going on with you? Like, why are you complaining so much? And she's like, Jeff is sleeping with my mom. And they just go, who? And Hazel's like, the guy, like the main guy. Just, I don't know. I love that line so much because whenever I forget anybody's name in something, I'm like, he's
Just
the guy.
main guy.
Yeah, he's the guy.
So it's a little Gen Z humor.
Yes, for sure.
Nice. What do you think my favorite scene was?
I think your favorite scene, probably anyone that Marshawn Lynch was in.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah,
he's such
definitely.
a good character.
Yeah, he kind of I felt like was more of a grounding character. So like the movie is ridiculous, just absolutely absurd in parts, and he's the character that kind of comments on the absurdity of it.
Yeah. But it's also still a little absurd himself.
Yeah. So my favorite line of his actually was, so it's a feminist group. They need a teacher to sponsor the group.
Mm-hmm.
So they approach Marshawn Lynch and they explain to him, like, you don't actually have to show up. We just need your signature.
Yep.
And you're supporting a great cause. And he's like, yeah, that's actually my favorite way to be an ally is to just say that I support it and not show up. And I just thought that was hilarious because of how accurate I think it is.
No, and it's so funny too because they claim, it's a feminist group, but 90% of the time they're just beating each other up. Which that first initial fight scene sequence when they're just getting the club started and they kind of have all the girls in a circle and they're kind of showing like different fight scenes of like different pairings of different girls. That was a good scene. I enjoyed that.
Really
music.
Good. Yeah.
Which, I mean,
Charlie
score.
Charlie XCX.
So good.
Yeah, she knows what she's doing.
She does indeed. Should we provide a little context of why we're emphasizing
we had a technical difficulty earlier, and we didn't record a certain part, and I accidentally claimed that I was a fan of Charlie XCX, thinking it was a man.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Which is crazy because it's clearly not.
Yeah.
And
I'm just curious what songs you would have heard and been like, that's a dude.
Well, first of all, the name Charlie.
That's fair.
Traditionally.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna
Millennials at it again.
Oh my gosh. I can hear the subs go down. Okay. So now that I'm like taking a minute to like really think about it, because Charlie XCX, doesn't she do a collab with Lonely Island for the...
Yes. Yep.
So if I would have just thought for a second, so like this is how I listen to music is I usually just do like the radio.
Sure.
So like I'll look over and see who the artist is, but I'm not remembering.
Yeah.
So
that's fair.
That's my bad.
I guess I'll give it to you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What other things did you like really enjoy about the movie?
I just think that the absurdity of it was really great. The comedy, I don't know how you feel about this, but I feel like you hear people in Hollywood at least like say like, oh, you wouldn't be able to make this kind of comedy these days.
Yep.
And like, this is clearly
that. Yeah.
That kind of comedy. So I don't maybe I just don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, this was like a limited release and maybe you can do that more in a streaming platform. But to me, like, and I think you pointed this out, Tabby, off camera, but like you pointed out that it was meant to be sort of like an early 2000s style parody comedy of like a high school drama.
Yeah.
And so I've grew up on all those parody movies, and this felt like it just was like right in line.
Right in there. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I really enjoy this movie. One, because, all jokes are on the table.
Yep.
But then also just stuff is just like normalized. There's no like, narrative being pushed or whatever. It's just like, they're just characters in the movie and that's just who they are. And it's just normal,
Yeah, for sure. And the character remind me, what's the actress's name from The Bear?
Ayo. I think is how you pronounce it.
Okay. So her character, I thought.
Or Ayo. Is it Ayo?
I don't know.
All right. I'm going to say Ayo.
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah. I'm going to say Ayo. That sounds a little better.
Yeah. So her character I really enjoyed, and this is similar to how she is in The Bear, but I really liked her character because she's confident and like voices her opinion.
Yeah.
But isn't always listened to. So she kind of has this attitude of like, oh, so you're not going to listen to me. Cool.
Yeah. She has a very distinct acting style, which I like.
So like, even when the main conflict comes out later of the reason, like everybody finds out that the reason they started the club was to hit on other people. She is like, yeah, I said that from the beginning that this was a bad idea when everything's going terrible. And you're like, yeah, she did say that actually. Like, because I think when there's that kind of conflict, like in the beginning of movies, it's like the character's like subtle about it of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then they reluctantly go. She reluctantly goes, but she was very vocal about how bad of an idea it was.
Yeah, and in that same scene too, a little bit before. So this is right when everybody finds out that, they made the club just so they could try and get with their love interests. When she's trying to explain to her love interest that like, no, I wouldn't, like I was strung along, like that felt really sad. Like I don't know, it felt very genuine.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm going to take a stab at your least favorite scene.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So when everything comes to like the climax of everything going wrong, everybody's finding out the truth. The football team, who has been actively trying to shut this group down, has a pep rally, and they call out Hazel and they're like, well, if this club is real, then Hazel should be able to fend herself off because she did this self-defense fight club thing against the animal character that's like the giant football player, which is just absurd.
The wrestler.
And so they fight in the auditorium in front of the entire school.
Yeah.
And the guy just beats the crap out of her, which the fight, I get, it was to make a point.
Yep.
This is where the characters have to go in order to like grow and like turn a corner. I totally get that. But at the end of the fight, she's just laying on the ground and the guy comes and just kicks her right in the face.
Yeah.
And, you know, the whole production team did a great job of like really making you feel that kick. But that was a moment where I'm like, that's too far. And I think that's Matthew's least favorite scene.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say it's one of my favorite scenes up until that point.
Yeah.
Just because the music during the, actual fight scene where they are fighting, it was so intense. Yeah, shout out Charlie. It's just so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that part. And then obviously right after, everybody's like, oh, you did this for like the wrong reasons, yada, yada. Yeah, it didn't make me feel great.
Yeah.
But I think that was also kind of the purpose.
Yeah.
But it made me sad. So I was like,
yeah.
So
I think any movie where they're lying the entire premise of the movie and then it has to come forward for there to be a resolution. I just don't care for like everybody's like yelling at each other. And like,
well, it sucked too because like she got kicked in the face and wasn't even like her initial idea. Like she was in it for the right reasons.
Yeah. Yep. 1,000%. What do you think is my least favorite scene?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know if you had like a specific scene that really took you out. Maybe it was like a dialogue thing or something, but I don't know if you like really hated anything.
That is true. I didn't really hate anything.
Okay.
I think the only thing that kind of took me out of it just for a brief second, final scene of the movie, they're at the football game. You find out that the rival football team wants to kill the lead quarterback.
Yeah, Huntington.
And then the girl group finds out the truth.
Yep.
And so they go to protect the football team.
Yes.
And they're fighting the rivals. And at one point, one of the characters, the female characters, pulls out a sword. And then one of the football players like falls on the sword and like dies. And like the people in the crowd are still watching.
Yep.
So honestly, again, because it's a parody, because it's satire, and you know that from the beginning.
Yeah.
And they even joke about it. They are even like, wow, we're going to need a lot of therapy
after
like,
this. I think we just killed all these football players.
So the movie's very self-aware. So it was funny, for sure. And there's just like, the way that they attempt to kill the quarterback is he's allergic to pineapple, which they did some foreshadowing earlier on.
Yeah, that poor lunch lady.
Yeah, the poor lunch lady.
Janice.
Janice.
Yeah. Screw you, Janice.
Yeah, that's my mother-in-law's name. So
yeah, watch it, guys.
Yeah, you gotta
watch
chill.
it, Jeff.
Yeah, you gotta watch it. But they load up the sprinklers with pineapple juice. That's how they're gonna kill him.
Huntington.
So
the
that's
rival
like
team.
even the scheme is like an absurd basis. So the whole movie is absurd. So nothing really took me out of it. But if I had to pick something, it would probably be the sword.
That's fair. Yeah, that scene when watching it in theaters got the most, I would call like gasp laughs, if that makes sense. Just so caught off guard. They're like, oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yep. 1,000%. I think my final comment is I'm watching the movie with Emily. She's making comments about how she just hates the football team and hates the quarterback. So I think they did a really great job of establishing those characters as like absurdly hated.
Yes.
One thing that I thought was hilarious was there's an interaction with the quarterback. I think it's the breakup scene where she's like accusing him of stuff. And
yeah, that's when So the quarterback's girlfriend finds out that he's been cheating on her with Hazel's mom.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And then he just is making like in an argument, just not knowing, just he's like exposing how dumb he is. So he's like, joke's on you. I don't even know how to read. And like, I'm just like, this is comedy gold.
It's like, shoot, that usually works.
So I thought that the guy who played the quarterback was really good.
Yep. And his football friend, Ted.
Yeah.
I thought he was a really good actor.
Yeah.
The one scene where he finds out that they TP'd his house and he goes up to Josie and he's like, your club done. When he's like, basically like, forcing her into the locker.
Yeah.
That felt a little intense. That was pretty good.
It was really intense.
It pissed me off. I wanted to.
Tabby's furious. What's Tabby's favorite scene?
Oh my God. I had so many favorite scenes, but there's this first in the beginning. It was just going off. Josie is going off on PJ, telling her how she's going to end up married to some preacher man.
Yes.
Everybody's going to know.
What's the kid's name? Like Jezekiah or something?
Yeah. And then she's like, will you come visit us on Sunday? Like, just so funny.
I love that so much. I really hope it was just like a singular take. I hope that was like one of the improv scenes. Yeah.
It would be really fun to see how much of it was improv. And like, that kind of leads us into fun facts.
Yeah.
What are some fun facts?
Yeah, some fun facts. So apparently most of the takes between the main characters were like improv, especially Marshawn Lynch's scenes. Those were mostly improv. You could like see from the end credits when they're like showing the different takes they had. Yeah.
The blooper reel.
The blooper reel
is back.
Yeah. Marshawn Lynch actually took this role to challenge the views of his fans, like heteronormative fans. And also to apologize for not supporting his younger sister when she came out to him in high school.
Okay.
So
that's nice.
Yeah. He was like,
dude, let's go Marshawn.
Yeah.
Make it changes.
Growth and stuff. Yeah. Also, another thing, the production struggled to find a high school in New Orleans where they were shooting. They struggled to find a high school to host the film due to its offensive content.
That
makes sense.
Saying an entire football team. Nobody wanted to do that. What?
The guy flipping over his page and being like, I'm going to bomb this school.
Yeah. We didn't even get it in the bomb stuff.
They ended up doing the entire production in an abandoned school.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't think I would have ever known that.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they did a great job then making it look non-abandoned.
That's so funny that they couldn't find one school that they had to use an
I guess I'm wondering if like they pitched it like, hey, we're going to film this and send them the scripts. That's what I'm kind of wondering. But I don't know.
I'm almost wondering how hard it was to find, because there was a lot of, raunchy high school movies back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
I wonder if they even had the same struggle back then just because they're way more commonplace.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Oh, one last one. Hazel was actually Hazel's actor. Her name is Ruby Cruz. She was the only actor who had prior stunt experience out of the entire cast.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense because they're all younger.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yep. So good.
Well, just going back to the bomb thing. The bomb jokes are wild. And here's why I'll say that is, and I think you might have maybe you guys have experienced this or not, but one time in high school, somebody found a piece of paper that said there was a bomb in the school and we had to evacuate the school. We all got on buses and then had to go wait in a different parking lot.
Yeah. We had something kind of similar. It was they had written, it was in the bathroom stall. They were like, don't come to school on this date or whatever. Eventually they figured out who it was, but all the, staff or whatever, they sent out an email. They're like, if you don't want to come to school, you don't have to. But we do know who it was. They're not going to be here that day. So, not exactly the same, but kind of similar.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's so ingrained in my brain that you don't make jokes about bombs at schools or on airplanes. So that was a little off. I'm like, can you say that?
Yeah.
And that's what's wild is there's so much crazy stuff happens in this movie. I guess that's a good thing if like I'm the only thing that I'm like, can you say that?
Yeah.
Is that part.
Which is funny too, because, so many people complain, you can't make movies like this anymore. And it's like, they're making school bomb jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also just one last thing that I thought was interesting was what was the quarterback's friend?
Ted.
Yeah. So when he's doing the background check, he's got a full on phone book open and he's on a flip phone, which kind of made me question what time period it was.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, I don't think it really matters.
I think it was meant to be like more ambiguous, but like early 2000s.
Early 2000s, yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, but overall, I thought it was great. And unless you have anything else, I think we're ready to get into our final scores here.
Shout out Avril Lavigne for doing the sad sequence.
Yeah, I actually made a note of that because I'm like, how old is this song?
Yeah.
Because I think it's a 20-year-old song.
Yep.
So it was kind of a nice little throwback, at least for me.
Oh, yeah.
I feel so old.
All right, want us to do 3, 2, 1?
I'm guessing your score didn't change what I'm guessing.
All right, you ready?
Yeah,
3,
let's go.
2, 1. Nice. We
You
both
did
went up.
change. Nice.
Yeah.
What made it go up a whole half point?
Honestly, just our conversation. So I was sick this weekend.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of not completely ruined it, but I didn't have like as much fun watching it this time.
Okay.
It's like my third watch, but talking with you, having not seen it, I was like, yeah, this is a fun movie. It's a fun movie.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. That's why I went up 0.25 to an 8.25. Oh, we should probably say our scores, right?
Yes, mine went from 8.5 to 9.
Mine went from an 8 to 8.25. It's just fun talking about.
Yeah.
There's a lot of topics that are relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And overall, it was just that I think they nailed the vibe they were going for.
I agree. What about you, Tabby?
I think I went from an 8 to an 8.5 after this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So is this collectively the highest score now? Because that puts it at 17.
17. I think 10 Things I Hate About You is 18.
Okay.
Which, that's pretty fair.
Yeah, that's pretty fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, as my wife would say, I think Heath Ledger's face is worth a whole extra point.
Yeah, unfair advantage for sure.
Yeah. Well, this has been a really fun time. I was surprised at how much I liked this movie.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, very over the top. But I mean, if you like over the top movies, this will be your jam for sure.
For sure. Well, thanks for tuning in. Next movie we are reviewing is The Rock with Sean Connery.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's going to be a classic. I hope it holds up.
Yeah.
Last time I watched it had to have been VHS.
Nice.
So
yeah. So if you haven't watched it yet, make sure to watch it before you watch the next ep.
Yep. And as always, please like and subscribe. It's the best, freest way to support the podcast. Maybe soon we'll be able to pay Tabby if we get, 500 subs.
500? I think 500 is a good goal.
Yeah. And I also think that Tabby needs her own theme song, by the way.
I should
For the
get a
fun
theme
facts.
song.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if we do this? 250 subs.
Okay.
Tabby gets her own theme song.
500, she gets paid.
She gets paid an undisclosed amount of money.
Yes. I like it. So
Come on,
this is
guys.
completely on you guys. This isn't on us.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with this.
This is all on you.
This is all on you. We're putting the responsibility on the people.
Come on, people.
All right. Well, this has been a real pain. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.